So imagine this. You're holding tightly onto the steering wheel of life, knuckles white, eyes fixed on the road ahead. You believe that the tighter you hold on, the more in control you are, that if you just plan enough, organize enough, predict enough, then everything will go as it should. But life doesn't always respond to pressure. In fact, quite often it resists it. And the paradox is this. The moment you finally loosen your grip, life begins to flow, and you start to breathe. What if the very thing standing between you and a deeper, more meaningful life is control? In the next few minutes, we will explore how the desire to control everything around us, our future, our image, our emotions, and even the people we love, can silently imprison us. More importantly, we'll uncover why letting go is not a sign of weakness or failure, but the beginning of true inner power. The last insight we'll explore is the most powerful of all. It may completely change the way you see yourself and the world around you. So stay with me. This is not just a discussion. This could be the beginning of a profound shift in your consciousness. Carl Jung, the great Swiss psychiatrist and one of the most influential thinkers in psychology, believed that much of our suffering comes from our resistance to life as it truly is. He argued that the unconscious mind, what he called the shadow, holds immense power, and that our attempt to suppress, control, or deny this shadow is precisely what keeps us in inner conflict. Think about that. Have you ever felt exhausted? Not by what's happening around you, but by your constant need to manage it all. The endless striving to keep things in order, to make sure nothing goes wrong, to shape outcomes that are ultimately beyond your reach. Here's a hard truth. Control is an illusion, a comforting, convincing illusion, but an illusion nonetheless. Jung taught that the ego, our conscious sense of self, is obsessed with control. It wants to protect us from uncertainty. It wants to predict, prevent, and perfect. But life does not operate according to the ego's rules. Life is not linear. It is not logical. It is not always kind. It is wild, chaotic, beautiful, and often completely unpredictable. And that's not a flaw in the system, it's the essence of existence. Consider this. How much energy do we waste trying to force things to happen on our timeline? How often do we cling to people, situations, or identities that no longer serve us, simply because we fear losing control? And what would happen if we loosened our grip, even slightly? Letting go is not giving up. It is surrendering to the deeper intelligence of life. It is recognizing that there are forces at play within us and around us that are far greater than our individual will. This does not mean we become passive. It means we stop trying to push the river and instead learn how to flow with it. The Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu said, "By letting it go, it all gets done." In this simple line, he echoes a truth that modern psychology has only recently begun to grasp, that surrender, when done consciously, is an act of supreme courage. Carl Jung referred often to the process of individuation, the journey of becoming who you truly are. This process cannot occur if you are obsessed with maintaining control, because the real self, the authentic self, lives beyond control. It lives in the unknown. To become whole, you must allow parts of yourself to emerge that you've previously denied. You must welcome uncertainty, you must make peace with chaos, and you must let go, not of responsibility, but of resistance. Let me ask you this. What in your life right now are you holding on to too tightly? Is it an expectation, a belief, a person, a version of yourself that no longer feels real? The deeper question is, what are you afraid will happen if you let go? This fear, this anxiety is natural. Jung explained that the shadow, the part of the psyche we often reject, holds not just our darkness, but our hidden power. And when we suppress or deny it, we don't become safer, we become more fragmented. So often, we try to control life because we are afraid of what will be revealed if we stop pretending. But real growth doesn't come from controlling the narrative. It comes from facing what is true, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how uncertain. Letting go of control is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of transformation.